Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast, 1 hour before bed podcast. My name is Martin,
My name is Tatiana.
and Tatiana's gonna read again because she's the best reader of all of us.
All right, today we're going to talk about motivation, which is so important to do everything we have to do in a day.
All right, so motivation is very important for different people. Some people have it more than others. I think I have more motivation than most people. So I can be two ways. I can be lazy. I know mentally, I know like today I'm gonna be lazy, I'm gonna relax, I'm not gonna do anything. Once I enter that mindset, that's it. That's once I already entered that mindset. For me, I know personally, I'm conscious about it. Once I enter it, that's it. I'm just wanna relax. I don't care what anybody say. I just wanna relax, and then that's it. But let's say I entered that mindset and we need to do something. I can exit out of that mindset and I can go into motivation. Okay, let's do something.
Honestly, to me, a lot of the things around the environment affect me. So let's say it's raining, I don't want to do anything.
And I'm the opposite. I can let the environment.
I just want to like lay down, watch a movie, watch some series on Netflix, sleep, listen to music.
And I think I'm the opposite. I can let the environment do that to me, but I can also be like, let's say it's raining and I need to go outside. I can go outside and enjoy it. I can go outside and then do work.
I do notice he always has a lot of energy when it's raining. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he wants to work and film this and that. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax.
So yeah, so like I think understanding me that way is very helpful because like I say, I can be lazy and I can be motivated to the extreme. I can just be like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go until the thing is done. That's the way I work. But I'm conscious about it. I'm conscious that I'm super lazy, and I'm also conscious that I'm super motivated that I just keep going until the work is done. And also, I just remember then we forgot to turn on all the lights, so I have to go turn on the lights while she talks about more motivation stuff that we have something on Reddit.
All right, let's see. So it says the 22 ways I used to motivate myself to do the things I believe I need to do. All right, so it says most people believe that motivation comes from just getting yourself to do something. Let's be real. If you already are able to get yourself to do something, then you would be doing it by now.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's very true. If you already have that motivation within you, inside of you, then you just do it. That's the way I work. Like if I want to draw and I really deeply want to draw, I'll draw it. If I want to play, I want to play. If I want to do something, I'll do it. I don't have to be told or I don't have to be said anything. I can. It could be something like, oh, in the shopping list, we gotta do this, or we gotta do this type of chore. I'll just do it. There's no need to be pushed, or there's nothing like that.
Pushing yourself to do something is more than just going out, doing it, and then assuming you're going to keep doing it. Right? Because you can definitely start a project and then lose all motivation to continue the project and actually finish it.
I do see a lot of people doing that when they start a project and they're like, screw it. I'm the opposite. Once I start the project, I want to finish it because I want to see the result, especially with edits. Let's say I decided to do an edit that is really complex, like, different cuts, like different lighting, the movement of the camera, different effects, graphics, and things like that. That thing is very time consuming. In a certain point, it becomes very dull and it becomes very boring because you're just clicking, cutting, and trying to fix errors or trying to fix something that is not working correctly. That can lose focus out of you. But I just want to. It makes me want to work even more until I get it done.
But for example, when we started YouTube and we were so motivated to make it work, we really kept at it until it gave us results, and we have been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah.
So that's like full on motivation. When something really drives you, I think that's kind of where my motivation comes in. If I really, really enjoy doing something, I'm going to do it.
All right. So let's do with the 22 things, 22 ways.
So how to fix not having motivation to do things? Number one, start accepting that you are not motivated. You have to accept it yourself.
I guess I'm trying to figure out let's say if I'm really lazy, even if I'm really lazy and I'm like, I'm not motivated.
Yeah.
I think that itself, would that make me seek help? Would that
can you be lazy and motivated?
who knows?
You
No,
could be lazy and just do it the next day.
no. What
right?
I'm trying to figure out if that actually works. If I start accepting that I wasn't motivated, like start accepting that you're not motivated, was what does that effect give you? Like, is that give you the ability to realize, okay, what do I need to do to get out
to
of
get
this?
motivated, right?
Yeah, to get out of this. Is that the effect? Is that what we're thinking is gonna happen, or what actually happens?
I think you need to focus on things that interest you, that actually motivate you. Like, for example, I love music. I love to listen to music. I love to play instruments. I love to try to sing.
You know what I will add to that one?
So that motivates me.
So to that number one, what I personally would add on to it, let's say you're accepting that you're unmotivated, right? So you're like, but there's an anger. To me personally, it would be like, I'm not motivated. I gotta do something. At that point,
Yeah.
I will add together with that one.
And not only that, it stresses you out because you know you're not motivated and you want to get things done.
Okay,
You're
so
like,
let's
"Oh, I don't wanna
continue.
do this."
So pretty much, let's say if you realize that you're accepting that you're not motivated. At that point, you want to do something like, let's open up a book and then write projects that you want to do. Let's say I want to do my hair. I watch this YouTube channel and I want to do the hair the way they did it. Then do it. Put in, I want to do my hair. This is what the things that I need. Let's do it. Okay. Second.
I think that's a great start. Like writing down
That's what
you
I'm saying.
want to do.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking, because when this person says start accepting, I'm thinking I'm lazy. I accept it, but then what? What if I accept it? What comes with that feeling and that emotion? To me personally, I want to open up the book. I want to draw. I want to change the tire of my car. I want to go and wash my car. I want to clean my house. I want to paint my house. Let's say you don't have the money to do that, right? Because most people, when they are motivated,
And
they
I
don't
mean,
have the money.
That could be another thing that why people are unmotivated sometimes. Maybe they don't have the resources to do the things they want.
Yeah,
to
that was
do.
my next point.
And
So
then it obviously they lose motivation to do these things.
So that was my next point. So let's say you write all of these things that need money, right? Like to get a car wash, or to change the tires, or to paint your house that you really want to make it more exciting, and it needs money. You don't have the money. At that point, you're like, okay, how much do I need? Oh, I need $500 or $100 to pay my room and make me more motivated. Then you go out there and work. You go out there and like, what can I sell? Can I do a garage sale? Can I go buy something and then resell it in a garage and things like that? Like buying clothes. Nowadays, it's so easy to sell clothes online, to sell different products, to sell different things, to go do different chores for different people, like cutting lawns. There's an app for that now that you can actually do that. So there's so many different things. All right, let's do it for the next one.
So the second one says, learn that motivation comes after starting. Let's read a little bit about what that
Oh,
says.
that's kind of weird. Okay, I have a couple things to say about that, because it says motivation starts after you start. So if I start painting my house, this person
You
says,
want to kind of see it done. It kind of makes sense a little bit, because once you start to see the project a little bit developed, then you're like, oh, it looks so nice. I want to finish it. And it gives you motivation to keep doing
yeah,
it.
but there's other people that like, I don't even want to start it.
True.
So
that's a real
so
problem.
that's the thing. That's two words that he's saying, before and after. Is like, I think sometimes it's before, because you want to be before motivated to go get the paint, go drive by Home Depot or Menards or whatever might be the case, and then get the paint and then start painting. You get
Well,
more.
look at
I think no,
this.
you get more motivated, and then and then your brain starts getting satisfaction out of it. Then you get more motivated. You start to become more. I think that's what it means. Like you start becoming more happy about it.
Well, it says most Olympic athletes don't sit on the couch at home and suddenly think, I want to be an Olympic athlete. Instead, they have already done the exact type of sport they want to go to the Olympics for. Makes
Okay,
sense.
so I
makes
have things to say about that one. Okay, he's saying about Olympic athletes. I have worked with different kids with different ages. Let's say I have worked in hockey teams where there were ages like around, I think it was like 7 to 10. Then you were looking at middle school, and then you were looking at high school level. And then most of these kids were well educated. They have a really good household, so that means the parents were providing pretty well for them. You're not talking super rich, but they were like middle class, and they also had the opportunity to do whatever they wanted to do. All right, and then in that position that I was in there, that motivation, and most of them were lost. Very, very few cases that I saw were like full on power, full on like you gotta do 20 reps of this. They will do 25, even if you don't ask them. They will go the extra mile. Or if you tell them, you know what, you did 20, I want to see at least another 30. No complaining or nothing. They're like,
But
I will give you your 30.
Maybe they didn't want to be athletes. They were just doing it
No,
because their parents forced them to
that's what
do
I'm
it.
saying. And those people that I'm talking about, they have that desire, that power, that drive. It was there. I can feel it. I can sense it. And once they speak, I can actually understand what they were saying and feeling at that particular moment when you ask them to do something. Boom, it was full on power. Like it was a Superman. It was a Wonder Woman. It was somebody that this is what they wanted and this is what they strive for. And I also work with different people. They work in swimming teams, right? These people don't, especially when they're already in a team and they're competing, they don't think like an average kid that you're like, hey, you gotta go swim to do a class to learn how to swim. No, these people were like full on schedule. This is what I gotta do. This is the type of eating I have to eat. This is the type of weight that I have to gain. This is the type of speed, seconds, milliseconds, or the form is incorrect, or I have to learn, I have to build this muscle to make me swim this way. It was a different type of topics that we talk about and a different type of drive that they had. It was a really, really, really fun thing to do.
I think just the goal, like if you actually want to do it or if it's forced on you, that really kind of sets your motivation for the project. So if somebody's telling you to do something, but you don't really enjoy doing that, you're not going to find the motivation to do it.
Yeah, a lot of parents that I saw were like, it's basically, a parent that send a kid to learn a specific skill, but they have no interest, or if they did it, they will do it half-ass. There was exactly no desire. And in all ages, there was no desire.
Yeah.
There was just a very, very few and refined persons that it was like probably 1 in a million that you will be like, that person is like, that person is insane. That person, if I push him, they will do it.
Okay, so the third one, let's see. Gather the right people around you.
That's true. That's
true.
very, very, very true. If you are close to people that are the same as you, that every day is complaining, every day I'm doing something wrong, every day is drama, every day is like
they're gonna put you down. They're gonna put down your motivation.
They're dragging you with the mood. They're dragging you because they're like, why are you doing this? We decided to do nothing, or we decided to fight, or we decided to go and tell somebody that they're ugly, or whatever the case might be. So yeah, somebody surrounding you, you gotta take a look at your surroundings and be like, is this the people? Oh, what is the saying? What is the saying? There was a saying that I used to love. It was something along the lines of like, I want to walk with giants. But there's something more to that.
I like that.
There was a saying that, I forgot what was the saying, but it pretty much the meaning was that I want to walk with giants. So a lot of people, like again, a lot of people that I used to work with, that's the type of feeling you're looking at. These people were like, to me, I was like, this person is crazy. I want to walk next to this person. So that feeling is crazy. I have felt it.
So like people that are accomplishing their dreams, that are positive on a daily basis, that they can do this, they can do that, they have ideas.
Yeah, ideas, dreams, drive. That's the type of person, if you want to feel that type of motivation, that's the type of person you want to be involved with.
Because they're going to push you to be your best.
Yeah, not only push you, but also...
If you have positive people around you, it's like that book, The Secrets. The Secret is called.
Yeah, kind of like that. But the thing is
that positive thoughts reinforce.
Yeah, that's true.
Your desire to do something, your positive things to come to life.
Yeah, right? I have a couple issues with that book. That in general, I don't like it that much because it just gives the wrong idea. To me personally, it could be some people actually loved it, some people actually enjoyed it and got motivated and actually accomplished things. But I have different issues with a specific person or a book telling you. You really have to dip inside of you and actually be
Yeah,
motivated.
because everybody's different
Yeah.
too.
All right, let's do with the number 4, I think.
Number 4, use Reddit to your advantage.
I don't know. I don't have
I
that
don't
much.
know about that.
I don't have that much knowledge about Reddit. All right, let's give him what he says about Reddit.
We all know it. Reddit, what a wonderful place it can be. But it can also be a sinkhole. Checking out all for just a second, right? But before you know, you're at page 16, looking at those wonderful colorized World War II pictures, wasting your time. Yes, really wasting it. Yet, Reddit can be a wonderful place as well. Look at r/get motivated, the perfect place to actually get motivated. And there are tons of other subreddits that can teach you a lot. Basically, just look for motivation stuff.
Yeah, like in Instagram, there's probably a lot of motivation things. Reddit, it looks like there's a web.
I think he just gave me an idea. You know, if you're interested, like let's say in fitness or music, and if you look at other people that are doing these things and you want to aspire to be like them, that's going to motivate you to try harder, work harder to try to accomplish that goal, you know?
Yeah, pretty much it comes down to put it in front of you, look at the goal, put it in the schedule, and start doing it. That's it. That's basically what it is. Number 5.
Use Post-its to remind yourself of good days.
All right, so I have a cool story about that one. Okay, so I was back in middle school when here in Illinois. I remember a teacher, a very, 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 very good teacher. I'm very lucky. I had a couple teachers. I was like, these teachers are amazing. So this teacher taught us. I think it was an ESL class because it was a second language. It was Polish. There was Polish, Bulgarians, and then a couple Mexicans, including myself. So it was a lot of different things like that. And then I forgot what was the issue that we kept forgetting different things. So she tied a ribbon around our fingers, like not like bind them. No, it was just like a little red circle or a little red ribbon around our fingers, not tied. Just he's like, this is to remind you, and if you look at it, this is to do what I forgot what was the specific. Let's say homework to remind you that you gotta do the homework. So she will put it there, and it helped because then you go home and then it's like, oh, that she said about homework. So it kept you focused on what the main purpose was of finish that task. So I like that. But nowadays, I think I just think about things like, let's say I want to go wash the car. I just think about it. I put the time. Okay, I'm gonna go at 3 p.m. and then I go at 3 p.m.
But I mean, some people just kind of need like reminders of that they're doing a good job to get them motivated. So what you can do is put in Post-it notes, maybe around your bedroom or in your bathroom or your mirror or something, or on your desk, right on the top of your desk, and you can put, "You're doing a great job," or let's get it done today. It's another beautiful day," and things like that, to kind of like those motivational quotes to get the day going. So
I was listening to this other person that does actually motivation things like speaking and different things like that. His main reason, and I kind of agree about him. He was saying about this topic that you need if you need reminders, you're not really motivated. If you need music to work out, you're not really motivated. If you need somebody to keep telling you something, you are not really motivated.
Working out without music is quite difficult.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you need that thing to push you, then that's your what is the thing that when you can't walk and they give you a crutch? That's your crutch, because you need that to push. If that's taken away, if let's say if the sticky note taken away.
So basically, real motivation, it just has to come from you. You just gotta do it.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be inside of you. You don't need a sticky note. You don't need a music. You don't need somebody to tell you every day. But in the beginning, of course, in the beginning, you probably do need it. Like, I'm going to schedule this. I'm going to put it in my computer and then a sticky note or whatever might be the case. And you need it. But at the main goal, I think the main goal should be not working with those.
I think the hardest thing to do is starting something. But once you've started this project that you really want to do, you want to finish it. So I think just wanting to finish it motivates you to actually keep doing it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's continue with 6.
Number 6 says, eat healthy food most of the time.
Or I think that's very
I
true.
don't know, but some Mexican bread really motivates me.
So let's speak a little bit of that a little bit, because I do understand about that. And both of us, we did keto diet. When we
Yeah.
did keto diet, it was a lot heavier on the blood. So when you eat a lot of fats or carbs, especially for myself, it drags me down. It makes my
Yes.
blood more heavier because of the glucose. So it makes me really, really, the insulin kicks in and I'm really drowsy. And that takes away the motivation, because now you're fighting something physiological is going on in your body. And now imagine that you're fighting against the insulin. Insulin is very powerful. So if you're fighting against that, you're not gonna be motivated. You're just gonna give out. You're gonna, especially if you're not strong, you're just gonna give out, take a nap. You know, I'm gonna take it easy because I ate Popeyes and it was really heavy on me,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
super
mean, just
sleepy.
sugar and carbs just really get you like, oh.
So when we were in the keto diet, it was especially
Sleepy.
because it was no sugars, no carbs. It was mostly
Very
meat.
limited carbs.
It was like a vegetarian with meat
like
included.
less than 50.
Yeah, so
grams or-
that I felt super alive. I was less, even when I was waking up, I was less heavy, less bloated, and it was a very successful diet. We had to stop because it's a actually very expensive diet.
It's pretty pricey.
It's very, very expensive diet, but we're probably gonna start soon in a month or two, so we'll figure something out.
But yeah, I definitely felt so much better doing that diet. Like I just felt lighter, you know?
Yeah, lighter. Yeah, especially
Lighter, happy, like I wanted to do things. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't feeling
Oh yeah, that's another.
nauseous.
Yeah, I didn't feel any hunger.
Because a lot of the time, I do feel very nauseous, and I think it's the sugar, you know? If you keep eating sugar, your body kind of wants to keep feeding on it.
Yeah, and then yeah,
And so you're always craving
it's not
something.
hunger. It's not hunger. It's just craving.
Yes.
Yeah, at that point it becomes craving. I have actually noticed that with the keto diet, and yeah, it's very different.
All right, number 7, read books that actually interest you.
Oh, that's true. I think read anything in general that actually interests you. Yeah, that's very true.
And I think just a good story. I mean,
I think in all ages, either in middle school or in high school, or if you're already grown up and you're living by yourself, doing something that actually interests you is actually better than doing something that is like you are forced upon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I read it I saw it in the news, and or it's a social thing that everybody's reading it. But if I don't care about it, why continue reading it?
right.
So yeah, he's very true.
But I also have noticed that when you read books,
Uh-huh.
I also have noticed that when you read books or you watch things that interest you or that they're like, you know, fiction and you really enjoy it, it kind of gives you more ideas to produce something that you want.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of opens up your brain and your mind and you start thinking more.
Yeah. Well, I think that's different. Like if you're looking for something educational, like, or a new skill, well, you have to do it. If you want to learn that specific skill, then you have to do it. Oh, but okay. I'll go back a little bit on that one. I'll bring it back. So not back in the days, it was just books, either a
Right.
book or a tutor. And then that's, especially if you had a tutor, that means you were super rich, and that's better. But back in the day, it was either go to school, do homework, and go to the library, and they just do that. Nowadays, now we know the kids learn differently. Some people learn with image better. Some people learn better with reading, and some people learn better if they're standing, actually doing something physically attached to that type of education.
I think I learn better that way.
So that specifically. So nowadays you have way more different things of how to actually learn. You can watch a YouTube video. You can actually go to Skillshare, Lingo Kids app. What was the other one? Academy, Khan Academy.
Yeah, Khan Academy has great stuff.
So you see, there's so many different ways to learn and to become actually more smarter nowadays than just plain old reading. So yeah, if you think that reading is not for you, look for another way to learn and be motivated on learning at that type of skill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 8.
Number 8, set up a night routine.
That's true, very true. Yeah, if you don't have good night's sleep and then you continue on waking up like 10 or 11, most of the day is out. And then you're trying to catch up to everybody. Now, as you wake up at 11, now somebody wants to go to lunch. Now you got to go to lunch. And then you get out of lunch, we're already 2 p.m.
How about meditate for 6 hours?
Oh,
That's a lot of meditation.
someday I wa-
mean,
so-
I would just like bore myself.
someday I do want to do meditation, but do meditation of somebody who actually knows how to do meditation.
Meditation.
Because I have no clue what you're supposed to do.
That is too long.
Well, you have no clue what you're supposed to be doing on motivation.
Well,
and
meditation, isn't that just kind of like being able to take away all your thoughts?
Like again,
just-
we're thinking of what the movies are saying. We don't know. We have to go with somebody who actually knows how to do motivation. Meditation. I keep forgetting. Okay, let's move on. It's getting really late. I need to go eat.
Okay, number 9 is get enough sleep. I think that's true. When I don't sleep well, or at least I get my 8 hours of sleep, I am so tired that I can't even get out of bed and everything hurts and you don't want to do anything.
That's true. All right, number 9 is kind of boring. Let's do number 10.
Take a nap during the day.
That is very useful.
Power nap.
Yeah, power nap. Yeah, if you already done so much different things like working, you woke up early, you work out, you did a couple homework, or you went to work, or whatever might be the case. A nap should be good.
But I don't know. I don't think that works for me. When I take a nap and I get up, I don't want to do anything.
Well, there's a science behind it. In Japan, yeah, I believe it's in Japan. They have workplace where there's a specific area where the workers can actually go and take a nap. But they found out in a study is that you cannot take a nap more than 20 minutes.
More than 20.
Because then if you go more than 20 minutes, your body goes into RAM. If you allow your body to go into RAM and you stop the RAM, then you're waking up already tired because the RAM is already halfway or maybe 20% into the RAM. So if that's the case, so you want to be at 20 minutes. So you don't allow your body to actually go into RAM. You just allow it to rest a little bit and then get up. If you go into RAM, that's of course you're going to wake up. It's like taking a computer and you want to shut it down, but it's actually doing work. It's going to freeze up.
True.
So yeah. Number 11.
Schedule your time efficiently.
Yeah, especially if you have so many different things. Like say you have different projects and you have to go to work. And then let's say you start a podcast or you do a YouTube and you still have to go to work to make the ends meet. Yeah, scheduling is very important. Okay, I get off of work, I come and eat. Hopefully you don't have that much family time. And then you got to do your work of either podcast or YouTube, edit, and then go to sleep. You have to have a schedule for sure.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes I get up and I do, and then I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't get anything done. But all day I was doing things.
Yeah, so scheduling is very important.
I think scheduling and organizing your day and your tasks, what you have to do, then I think it works out better.
Number 12.
Get rid of useless distractions.
Well, if you already have a project and you are already honed in that project, it's very true, especially when you're editing. That's one of the techniques that you want to do edit is that you don't want to have any other distraction because you want to continue editing. And I think it falls into anything else. Like if you want to be cooking, you don't want to be stopping and you got to go somewhere else.
Well, they're saying Netflix is a useless distraction.
Well, of course, yeah. I'm saying like, yeah, if let's say you're editing, you can't be editing and watching on Netflix at the same time. You're never going to finish the work. Okay, drinking coffee or anything similar?
Drink coffee or anything similar?
It really depends. I don't like coffee. I'm not a big coffee person. I just never had a taste for it. It's something that I'm not interested in drinking that much. Maybe a lemonade. I'm really, I enjoy lemonades a lot. That's one of the things that I have in me that I have a taste for lemonade.
Maybe 13 should just be drink something you enjoy.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You know,
I like that.
because I do like coffee.
Well, he says anything similar.
Right. So yeah,
anything that you enjoy.
Anything that you enjoy, it does help you like get to work. You're drinking and just working.
But hopefully it's not alcohol because then the more you drink alcohol, the worse it gets.
Then you're gonna be very drowsy.
All right, let's work at 14.
Work out in the morning. Yes.
Very true, yeah.
Yes, in the morning is the best.
But not on leg days. If you have leg days, do not work out in the morning because then you're going to be extreme. Leg day, the legs have the most muscle mass. So it takes a lot more energy to actually restore yourself in here.
Right.
So you want to chill out with that in the morning. You probably want to do it in the afternoon or in the middle of the day if you have the opportunity to do it.
What happens to me is I work out and I feel great for another like 2-3 hours, and then I'm just like extremely dead.
It's
I'm
called
just
the
like,
workout high. So that's experienced by many people. Excuse me. It's called the workout high. And yeah, it happens when you actually work out because all the adrenaline is popping in your body. It probably lasts another 30 minutes or so. And then after that, you started to crash. Yeah, it's a working high.
It's hard.
Yeah. Okay. Clean your house.
Clean your house. Yes. That really does motivate me.
Yeah. So a lot of people are different. So like I said, some people love to do. Yeah. Motivation is so
It's so broad.
personal. It's so personal.
It's so personal.
Yeah. It becomes personal because she might like clean up.
I can't work with mess. So if I see that it's messy and dirty and things are everywhere, I can't. It's like, I need to clean the mess before I can actually sit down and work.
Yeah, myself, my brain has to be started. If I wake up and there's something to be done, my brain, either I have to go enjoy something, like let's say I go do my one wheel or I do a bike ride. I have to get out of that mood and go outside and then work on it. My brain to me personally, my brain has to start first. My body, I don't care about that because my brain starts and then my brain tells my body, just move. I can go and maybe draw, or I can go and play video games. Especially video games nowadays, I notice that they spark something in me that is just, it's like a spark. It's like when you turn on the fire, it just, and then it wakes up my brain and I can actually talk a lot better. I can hone in on different things. I want to do this project. I want to do this other thing. I think I have to find.
I think it's because you really enjoy video games and it kind of pushes you.
No, it's the complexity of the video game. Like I do a lot of battle royale. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of movement fast. And not only that, but it puts you in a situation where you are nervous that you have other two people that if you don't perform to what they want, they're gonna hone on you and they're gonna start bullying you. Not bullying you, but they're gonna start telling you, "Hey, what are you doing?" Different things. So when you have that person behind you telling you that, it kind of makes my adrenaline pop in, and it makes my brain start working faster and faster and faster. It's just that thing of me like focusing. Yeah, I need to focus a lot harder. Yeah. Number 16.
Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah. Again, we go back to personal. It's a very personal thing that you if you don't like, let's say if you're 10 pounds heavier, if you don't like it, then go be the better that you can be. If you want to read better, then be the best that you can be.
Yeah,
if you
I
want to
guess
clean
that's
your house
that's
better,
a really good one.
then be the best housekeeping cleaner of the entire time. And then when people come in, they notice different things, you know? So like if you want to be the best editor, then be the best editor. That's where motivation comes in. And I think that's where I'm talking about when I see people in the hockey field or in swimming, is like they want to be the best. There's no question. I want to swim this way. I want to cut in 10 seconds off my time, 5 seconds of my time. I want to be the best hockey player. And that's type of people, when you meet them, it really drives you a lot. 17.
17 is listen to the right music.
That's true, yeah. When, let's say, if anything that fails, and especially when I'm driving, I find myself, if I'm driving by myself, if I let my brain think too much, then it goes into like neutral mode.
It just has to do with mood.
Yeah,
you know?
mood
The
is
rhythm of music and
Yeah.
the type of music you're listening to puts you in that mood. Just like the rain. The rain puts you in a mood. Well, me, I guess it's personal. But me, like rain puts me in a mood that I don't want to do anything. I'm lazy. Music goes the same way. If
Yeah.
the music is mellow and sleepy and like...
Some people actually work better with mellow music. I have worked with
True,
different
like
people.
writers. I think writers do very well.
I don't know. I have experience that I have worked with different people that listen to very, very, very mellow music, like workout. And I'm like, I cannot work out with mellow music. Either turn it off and I can find motivation myself and I work myself, or I can have country music behind me. I just can't. I can't have country music when I'm working out.
Imagine if you're like running or you're pushing all these, very, very heavy weights and you got these.
Yeah, mellow music. But some people do like it. Some people work really well with that.
True, I mean.
Okay,
that's
so
hard.
where are we at? Number 18.
spend less time with demotivating people.
Yeah, if you you
Spend
can.
less time complaining.
Yeah, you can't have those people around you. You just can't, especially
Yeah.
when I do something done. If you want to get something done, don't be with those people like that. Can get your mindset straight. Yeah, don't let. And not
Get
only
your
that,
mindset
don't let.
straight.
I have learned now that I'm older. Don't let doubt go into your brain. Do not let doubt at all. If somebody says,
Yeah, we go back to positive thoughts.
yeah, but no, this is. I think this is
Because
more.
doubt is more like negative. Like, I don't know if I can do that.
No,
Like,
I'm saying it. How do I say it? I'm saying it like, let's say somebody tells you that's not gonna work.
yeah,
That's
true.
I want to talk to you because this is the way that I see it, and that's not gonna work, or this is the better way, or you gotta do this. And then if it's something that is gonna push you down and it's not gonna help you to achieve that goal, and whatever it might be, swimming, sport, education, writing, or editing, or whatever it might be the case, if you know you're in the right and you know that this is gonna find you success, then go for it. Do not let anything bring in your brain. Don't let any type of words, any type of feeling, anything of that, and be like, nope, that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, and move on.
And even if you know, even if you don't know if you're in the right and you're gonna get there, just keep practicing and practicing, because like they say, practice makes perfect. And the more you do something, the better you get at it.
Yeah, practice does
You
make you perfect. Number 20.
Tell yourself why you're doing it.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, telling yourself
why
you do something is a very powerful thing. Like,
That's like your goal. Why are you doing it? Because
yeah, why do I want to stop at 10 miles? Then you say yourself, because last time I did 9, this time I'm gonna do 10. So
Right.
telling yourself is a very powerful thing, because you motivating yourself with your own words, with your own feelings, with your own emotions, with whatever you see around you. So that's very powerful. Instead of somebody telling you something that they experience themselves, it helps you a little bit, but when you speak to yourself, it's a very powerful thing. It's a very strong thing. 21.
pick a time and place to do something.
Yeah, picking again, we go back to scheduling. You gotta pick a time, boom, get it done. I don't care what it is. All right, number 22.
And number 22 is stop getting phone time in bed. So watch this podcast in the morning.
Or when you're doing something. Yeah, when you're doing something.
Or when you're cooking.
Yeah, I think most people, I read it somewhere, the analytics.
I love to listen to things when I'm cooking.
So I saw that a lot of people listen to podcasts is when they're working. So they're working and they just put something in the background and they know they enjoy it, and that
Yeah.
keeps them happy. It keeps them a good
Or
worker.
driving too. A lot of people
yeah.
listen to podcasts when they're driving.
Yeah, because podcasts nowadays, it becomes more like is better than the radio.
Yeah, I think when you look at the phone right before you go to bed, it kind of tells your brain, I don't want to go to bed. And then you're not sleepy anymore.
Yeah.
And then you get less hours of sleep. Then you'll be tired in the morning. And
All right, hopefully you enjoyed this podcast about motivation. I do like, as if you can see, I am more well spoken when it comes to motivation. I have a lot of motivation, and I have experience with a lot of different type of motivation. I have experience with, oh my God, I'll tell you this story. I've almost forgot. Maybe I'll edit this part and then I'll put it in the beginning. I had this person that she was forced medically by doctors and her husband that she had to work out. She had to work out. But this person, you're talking about a person that she's around, she was around her 45s to 50, somewhere around that age. She already had a grown daughter. She had everything, but she was physically and medically in bad form. She was to the point that, when insulin, when diabetics, it becomes too high that they had to chop up some part of your bodies. So she was in that state. But the worst part of it all, emotionally, the way she was in, I'm telling you, for the 30 minutes that I have to help her out, it was devastating to me. Because at the first month, it wasn't, because I was there. I'm like, I'm a personal trainer. I'm a motivator. I can make it work. It was a young, stupid mindset. But then after that month, it just drags you. Oh, this person, here comes the person. I already tried a million
Yeah,
different
because
things.
she was complaining on a daily
Not only
basis.
complaining, it becomes to like a
Well,
painful
yeah,
thing.
not complaining. Yes, because she's in so much pain.
She's in, yeah, exactly. She's in
Right.
so much pain that she's depressed. She's
Yeah,
sad.
so
She
you're
doesn't
feeling everything she's
exactly
kind of feeling.
the way she speaks to you and the story she tells you, the way conversation. It was a very depressing conversation. It was to the point that maybe she comes into the gym and not even a minute in, not even a minute, maybe 1 or 2 minutes at the most, crying like a baby crying, like literally like a grown woman. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with crying, but this person was so sad and so depressed that even the thought of working out and just stepping into the gym, it produced her to cry like a baby, like sad,
Wow.
like crying super sad, like sobbing. I think that's the word, sobbing. She was sobbing, and then you felt it because you see it every day that you had to help her out, and you failed. You fell the next day, you fell the next day, you fell the next day. I already tried to do this. I already tried to talk about this. I already tried to change the conversation to something else. What does she likes about food, about sports, about cars, and everything fails. All she wants to do is be in that hole, in that depression. That gets to you.
I mean,
So,
that's a hard spot to be in.
yeah, that's a hard part to be in. At the end of the day, literally, we couldn't help her because it was a full year of us, like 3 different trainers trying to help her and 3 really, really good trainers trying to be motivating to her. She just couldn't keep out. She just, it wasn't there. She was way too deep, way too many medications. When you're in that many medications.
I mean, in a spot like that, wouldn't you go to a psychologist to
Yeah, hopefully, yeah,
to
but
talk about what you're feeling, why you're feeling it,
she probably was.
how you can address those issues within you.
But you're already talking so many
emotions.
years of depression and her body being so bad shape that it was an emergency for her to start moving her body. It was an
Yeah.
emergency where the doctor's like, either you work out or in the next week, in the next month, we will have to cut something off. And then you have to move. You have to do this. She didn't have that time to go talk to a psychiatrist, as far as I know. She didn't have that time to go and be awake talking to a person. She didn't have physically, she did not have it because her body was already deteriorating so much. It was a bad time. So I think motivation, you don't let yourself go to that spot.
To that state.
Once you start to go into that state, it's a very, very hard thing to come out of it. So you want to make sure your family or your kids or your wife or your husband or whatever the case might be, as soon as you start seeing that, try to push them, try to move on, try to move them, because it's a very hard thing to get them out for the entire family. So yeah, so hopefully you guys like this podcast. If you guys like to see more motivation things about us, that'll be awesome. I really enjoyed this topic a lot, and I think we can do different things about motivation. Put it in the comments. Now that we have a YouTube channel, put it in the comments, or put it in the comments. I think
And tell us how you motivate yourself every day to do the things that you want to do.
or the challenges that you might have, that why
Or
you're
the
not getting the
challenges.
motivation.
Right.
Yeah, and hopefully you like it. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, share it, like it, and comments. We really want comments. We want to see what you guys think. We want to see what you guys experience. We want to enjoy this drive with you guys. We want to enjoy this ride, definitely. All right, so bye.
Bye.